3, 2, 1. Here we are. Episode 4 of Dorian Destinations Podcast. How do you feel?
I'm feeling all right.
We had a great time last episode, right?
Yeah, we did.
Our special epic episode.
Our epic episode.
Well, we went on a family trip, right, for the last one, but I think we're going to focus now on little solo action today. And we're going to talk about some of the most affordable places to go if you're going to be a solo traveler. So I think it's going to be informative.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, and we're also sipping on a nice little Pinot Noir.
You know it. Well, let's get started, folks.
All right.
All right. So you did a couple of travels in your life where you went solo, right?
Yeah, I have. I've done solo in my early 20s. I've done solos even in my 40s. So it's been nice.
What do you mean in your 40s? You were with me in your 40s. You haven't gone solo.
I haven't gone to our house in Italy without you.
That's very true. I totally forgot about that. So tell me, now that you've gone in your 20s and in your 40s, like is it massively different, those experiences?
Yeah, I think, we're talking about 25 years ago. There was no like social media. So I don't think it was like as scary. I don't know if that makes
Gotcha. So nobody could
sense.
track you and see where
Well,
you're going.
yeah, I guess maybe that part's a little scary, right? Like my parents couldn't track me. But I think too, like, you're traveling and you're able to just kind of explore. And yes, their news is on, but I don't think it's like so scary that like the town over. I don't know, like the news, like the bad stuff that we always see. Like there was none of that during that time.
I got it. So if there's like one or two memories that you could say, okay, how about this? Your favorite memory traveling solo in your 20s, and give me your favorite memory traveling solo later in life.
So I arrived to Dublin.
Okay.
I had just gotten off a plane from Ibiza. So I was literally...
It's Ibiza.
So I was literally in a bathing suit, jean shorts, a t-shirt, and chancletas or sandals. And it was about 60 degrees, it's pushing 60 degrees. And I was really scared. And I could not believe how amazing everybody was when I got to Dublin. I got a jacket. Everybody was super helpful. I wasn't really sure what to find. I was scared. I was in my early 20s, but it was amazing. I threw my stuff down. I took a quick shower and I started walking the town. And at first it was a little scary, right? You don't have your friends or your family with you, but it just went so smoothly. But I don't know if it's just because it was Ireland.
It is Irish people.
Right.
It's pretty easy going. Yeah. What about now later in life?
So later in life, I was a little lonely, I guess, because I'm just used to the chaos of like children and you. So I got a little sad. I didn't feel that in my 20s, but I did enjoy it. So it was nice just to sit down like in a piazza, and I didn't bring my phone with me, and just really disconnect and just be in the moment and take in my environment. It was nice being older and having money in my pockets. I was able to like splurge on what I ate and what I drank versus, eating a can of tuna fish. And
on a yacht.
No, not on a yacht. We did that before we got on the yacht. But it was just nice that I didn't have to worry about like, I'm only gonna buy one glass of wine because that's all I could afford for that day. So there was that nice, freedom,
financial freedom.
Yeah. So, but I was a little lonely older.
Well, I want to touch upon a few myths about traveling solo, and since you are the expert in such matters, I want you to see or prove to us whether these myths are valid or they're not. Okay. Are you ready for this? Because our segment's always myths versus truth of traveling, right?
Got it.
Okay, so here's the first one. Is solo traveling is lonely?
No. And if you like museums and culture and all of that, you shouldn't be bored because you should be
Well, but that not bored. Lonely.
lonely, but you shouldn't be lonely because you should be immersing yourself in the culture, and for me, I love all of that. I love going to a museum by myself and looking at architecture and so no, I don't think it's lonely. I think it can be. Obviously you want to enjoy it with somebody, but I think there's a sense of freedom of being alone and in a foreign place that is just kind of liberating.
And I mean, we live in Miami, right? Where they're not the nicest of humans. How was it traveling alone? Did you meet a lot of different people? Was it easy to meet people?
Yes.
So that's another reason why maybe you're not
I think
lonely?
too, like when you're a solo traveler, there's so many other solo travelers, especially when you're younger, that we kind of gravitate towards each other. So even though I may have been solo, like I was in Dublin, I ended up meeting a group of people and hanging out with them for that afternoon. I went back to my room, and then there was people in my hotel. They were also solo travelers, and I went out that night. So I think when you're younger,
your hotel, not your hotel room.
No, they were not in.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure about that. Just sorry.
I mean, maybe later that
Stop.
night.
You see, this is where it ends. Okay, let's go to myth number 2. Myth number 2. Okay, myth number 2. It's dangerous traveling alone as a female.
I say yes. I think anywhere for women is dangerous. I don't want to say necessarily traveling, because here in Miami.
So that myth is true.
Yeah, I have to say, I think you just need to be really aware of your surroundings, regardless whether you're traveling or here. I think that's true overall. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to say,
But did you ever feel in your travels like any danger? Or?
Out of 3 rounds of doing Europe in my early 20s solo and with other girlfriends, maybe there was only one time that I felt I didn't feel the safest. But once again, I'm not letting people buy me drinks. I'm very cautious about who I'm with, and and we didn't have cell phones back then, so we
had beepers.
So that didn't exist, but there was no GPS, like anybody could find me. So I just think you just need to really be.
I disagree.
aware.
There was MapQuest. There was MapQuest. You could print it out in a local internet cafe.
We did. We used to take our photos because we would run out of memory, and then we would go to they actually had photo places in Europe, and then they would take it and then put it on a disc, and then I would delete the little chip, put it back in my camera. So then I had I was going around with little CDs of my trip.
That's weird.
Well, I didn't have enough film. I did not film the
the hard drive.
Yeah.
Okay, so myth number 3.
Yes.
All right, let's say, so the first myth was false. The second myth was true. So this is the third one. It's more expensive traveling alone.
Absolutely not. I mean, apparently, wherever you got that, they don't have
I
children.
mean, no, true. But I mean, in some cases, like cruising and things like that,
so
you do get charged if you go travel alone, no? And double?
sometimes I will tell you the way it used to work before in Europe. It's not like that anymore. When we would go to a hotel, because we didn't really have online had just really started, and we would just kind of show up to a town. And then we would tell them, oh, it's solo. Or if I was with one of my girlfriends, we would say there's 2 of us. And then they would tell us it was €80 per person versus the room was 250. So if I was solo, yes, the room would have been
more expensive
because they charge you per person. But I don't think that's the case anymore, because now we have all of these online services. But yes, cruising, they will charge you a supplemental fee if you're traveling alone, because obviously they want double occupancy. So a lot of places are now
trying to reduce those
fees. To reduce that and offering, you may get a smaller room, but you're only paying for that one price for that one person versus paying for 2 people for one room.
Yeah, so I mean, technically, this myth is somewhat correct.
Yeah, I think they're trying to fix it, because I think there's a huge group of solo travelers. Like I have girlfriends that are not married and don't have children, and they travel alone all the time. You know, it's not fair to them. You know.
Well, I mean, I was a nerd, so I didn't have a lot of friends. That's why I didn't travel
I'm sorry.
solo. Yeah, not a lot of people love me. This is why I
The
married you.
Wambulance.
The ambulance. Okay,
coming.
so that's not bad. I mean, okay, so just to recap everyone, because you're gonna probably, I'm gonna use motion graphics to kind of illustrate all this. Solo traveling is not lonely.
No.
It can be dangerous traveling alone as a female.
Well, you said as a female. Would
As
you,
a female.
Yeah, like think about it. Would you want our daughters traveling alone?
No.
Right. So
No, I would
you know.
not. I would not. And if they do, I hope it's like an orchestrated group, you know, like a tourist thing, you know, like where it's a massive amounts of them at the same time.
I hear you.
And it can or cannot be expensive traveling alone, depending on your travel.
Correct.
Right?
And just spending like, I mean, also too, like if you're eating dinner, you know, you only have to get a glass or two of wine.
Well, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
That's the average people, not us.
I know. I mean, I eat like two humans anyways, so I think it's going to be expensive for me anyways. So, I mean, okay, well, there you go, guys. Our first segment, myths and truths about traveling alone. If you guys want to know more about traveling alone, please feel free, DM us, comment, send us a message. We'll be more than happy to answer it. And if you are planning your solo travel, please contact Dorian Destinations for all your solo travel needs. So now I'm going to go, my love. Welcome to segment 2, which is my favorite one. Not that I don't love travel, but I think I kind of love wine a little bit more. I'm not going to lie. This is our wine review of the week.
It's Zoe Wines. It's a Pinot Noir, and it's from California.
Yeah, it is.
But you know what I love about it? It has an elephant on the label.
Well, that's
my favorite animal.
You know what I love about this? It has wine in the bottle, which is that to me is one of the best. So just to give you a little bit of in terms of tasting notes, right? Because I kind of wrote a little bit down. So it is smooth. I will give it that. It is soft and silky, nice soft finish, and it's balanced acidity. So it's not too intense in your mouth. It is from a Wentzel Vineyard in the Anderson Valley in California. What we're drinking today is a 2019 and is 100% Pinot Noir. Just a fun fact, Zoe Wines focuses on small lot sustainability farms of wine. So when you go there, and I highly recommend it, they have a very immersive wine experience
Very cool.
for their wine tours. So please go visit their vineyard in Anderson Valley. It's phenomenal. You like it?
I love it.
Yeah, you ready?
For another bottle or for segment 3?
I think for another bottle. But I do
Let's
kind.
take us. What?
But you know, now that even though this is segment 2, one thing we did skip in segment 1 are actually the best destinations for solo travelers. Did you know that?
Let's
We had that listed and we totally forgot. But you know what? We're gonna go right to it with the wine.
So Portugal, Lisbon.
Yeah.
Which our daughter did fly there by herself. She did meet family, but
And I have to concur with these notes. She did mention that it was amazing to walk around, the food was amazing, and it was very affordable.
yeah.
So that's great for a solo traveler. This Kyoto is one of the places that I want to go, but not solo, but with the family. It's basically incredibly safe. So to go back to your possible not safe for females, I think this is probably a good destination for that. It's deeply cultural, and obviously it's beautiful for solo.
Just tons of stuff to do
Yeah.
there too.
You want to try to say that? next one?
Iceland.
I know, but the town. You want to try to say it? It's Reykjavik, Iceland. Sorry, any Icelandic fans that we have. It is compact, adventurous day trips, and extremely safe. So going back to the safeness, that's pretty important there for those destinations. So I think that's pretty cool.
Barcelona, which
Barcelona.
I've actually traveled alone too.
And how was your experience
Oh, I
traveling?
loved it. Once I thought everybody was great, and it's like a young, fresh vibe. I think everybody
Artsy?
very artsy. Well, you have
A lot of wine?
there a lot of wine, a lot of tapas.
A lot of tapas. which is great. And then this one, guys, I don't know what's going on with Slovenia, but I think
This
that's
is the second time we've done some research and it's popped up. So.
Yeah, our research keeps popping up. Slovenia, you want to try to read that town?
So it says that it's a hidden gem.
The town in Slovenia.
It's a hidden gem.
It's Liberjawana. Lijibawana.
I could barely pronounce English words.
So
I'm not gonna
please,
butcher it.
I'll put
let
it.
him
I'll put
butcher
it in my motion graphics in the bottom, so you guys could see exactly how it's spelled and maybe Google it and maybe the pronunciation because I do not know how to pronounce stuff. So I apologize.
Well,
Why is it a hidden gem?
because it's like pretty, like a little fairy tale scenic landscape.
So I'm assuming in fairy tales, it's safe as well.
Right.
Okay, so there you go, guys.
Happily ever
Sorry that
after.
we skipped that in the first segment, but you got it with a little bit of wine today. So,
All right.
you excited?
I am. I want to head over to segment 3.
What is it?
Bang for your buck.
Yeah.
All right.
I love this segment, and you know why I love this segment, babe?
Because you're cheap.
Because, wow. Wow. No, because I'm broke-hay. I'm broke-hay. I'm not cheap. I'm broke-hay.
So
right.
let's talk.
Let's talk.
So these are the top 10. I think we're going to worm our way down so that we'll save the cheapest for the last.
Not the cheap, the most affordable.
Well, yeah, the most affordable. There we go. So Mexico is top 10. So you would spend average daily between $40 to $50. A lot of street food, elote, which is my favorite.
One of the best
street tacos. Did I say free tacos? Street tacos.
No, I wish it was free
know, I
tacos.
should
That's
say.
a Freudian slip.
And then also to like transportation and stuff and everything in Mexico is affordable, you know. Plus you have history, you have culture there, you have the beaches,
The mountains.
mountains.
Well, the next one on our list is Colombia.
Yeah?
Medellin is really popular nowadays, especially for American tourists. You average about $35 to $45 a day. So that's pretty good for a solo traveler. Low-cost lodging, which is great. Colombians are just as warm as their coffee, which is phenomenal. So yeah, kudos to my Colombian folks. That's second on our list.
Number 3 is Guatemala, coming in between $30 to $40 a day. And you have the colonial towns, volcanoes, hiking, which we love. And they have great affordable accommodations.
Yeah, you know how like, I think it's Ron Jeremy. I think it was Elf that says, "Oh, that's so much fun to say."
Is it Ron Jeremy, the porno star?
Oh my God, yes. No, I meant Ron Burgundy. Sorry, Freudian slip. No, Ron Burgundy. Ron Burgundy. No, it wasn't even Ron Burgundy. It was Elf that he says, "Oh my God, Francisco. That's so nice to say." It rolls off the tongue, right? So does Guatemala. I think Guatemala is really fun to say. Guatemala. Okay, sorry. I digress. Vietnam. This is one that has been coming up lately a lot. Vietnam averages between 25 and 35 a day.
Ooh, pho for $2. I love pho.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with pho for $2. We had it 60 here, and
we pay $60.
yeah, we pay $60 in Miami for pho. So if you want cheap pho, go to Vietnam. Motorbiking adventures, scenic coastal lines, fantastic value for accommodations. So again, solo travelers take note. Okay, Vietnam is popping like the pho.
All right, let's stay in Asia. We got Cambodia.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what's up with Cambodia?
Cambodia.
That's another one that Ron Jeremy says. Cambodia.
$1 beers.
$1 beers?
Yeah.
What?
Affordable guest houses. So it's not even like hotels. They got guest houses. And we're averaging about $30 a day. And let's go right into the Philippines too.
The Filipinos? I love the Filipinos.
$35 a day. Island hopping, snorkeling. And the local flights are budget friendly.
Yeah. So I'm assuming you hop, right, in the Philippines and
Well, there's a lot of
islands.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's great. Again, guys, take note because all of these, and I could tell you right off the bat from our experiences, they're all phenomenal countries. All the people here, and you know what? I just want to, before we continue with this list, so far, all these countries, the people there are just phenomenal. The food is just phenomenal. I think there's a pattern.
Well, like
forming.
that 360. I have a thing called like 360, like where a country has to have like the food, the people, the experience. Like it has to give me all of those things to make it
Culture.
the culture. Yeah, like a full 360. So some countries don't do the 360 for me, but I have to say,
Yeah, so far in this list, it's a 360 winner. Okay, here we go again.
Portugal.
Portugal, 45 to 55. It's not one of the cheapest, but I mean, and I think it is kind of going up a little bit because now it's
Expats.
become a very popular destination, but still very affordable. Obviously, the food I hear here is like just to die for. I haven't been. We're hopefully going next year. Food amazing, wine amazing, and you have seaside towns. Public transportation is cheap and affordable. So if you're a solo traveler, you want to get around, and especially in the tip of Europe, you got it, right?
Tip? You think it's a tip?
Well, I mean, it's a tip, like the Western tip.
There you go.
That's what I meant.
I don't know. When I think of tip, I think
Ron Jeremy. Okay, so here we go. A family-friendly show, guys.
Georgia, the country.
Georgia, the country.
Oh, wine. I didn't know they were known for their wine.
Yeah, they have very good, delicious wine in that region. I think it's similar to the Portugal latitude, longitude. So hence why their wine is.
This is actually
the
good.
same.
It's visa free for many nationalities, so that's kind of cool.
So there you go. Your easy access into their country. So way to go to Georgia, not the Hawks, but the country. Here we go. This is, I mean, one of my favorite cuisines coming up. Sorry, I love it. But India is next on our list. 20 to 35 per person. And obviously incredible food.
Yep, the food is there.
Deep culture, obviously. And then it's a very spiritual site. So if you're traveling solo to do that eat, pray, love situation, it might be one of your stops. Definitely recommend India. Long distance travel is super cheap, by the way. So if you want to get around, it's a big country. It's also affordable for that.
And last but not least, topping in at $25 to $35 a day is Bolivia. Budget backpacker paradise.
Yeah. So
A
you
lot of
hikers.
hiking. Yeah. And the salt flats. There you go.
Yeah.
So those are our little.
Well, there's a bonus one though.
Oh wait, there's other ones.
Yeah, there's a bonus
I didn't
one.
even
There's
know.
a bonus one that my wife's notes didn't have because I always have better notes. Bolivia, no, I'm sorry, it's Romania. $35 to $45 a day apparently per solo traveler. It has castles, guys, mountains, charming towns. Thank God they're not non-charming
Is it
towns.
Transylvania in Romania.
No, it's in Transylvania. Oh my God. This is so bad for a travel advisor. Not knowing.
Transylvania is in Romania.
I know. I'm just teasing, guys. I'm just teasing. It's a great train travel deal. So to get around through train is amazing in Romania. So there you go, guys. You have your list of the most affordable places to go if you're a solo traveler. Now, let me tell you, or ask you really,
Go for it.
if you had to choose from any of these countries and you only had one place to choose, where would you go?
I'm gonna pick a place I have not been to.
Okay.
Because I think that would be fair. I would love. I don't know. I'm really feeling the Philippines.
Yeah, you know what? I was going to say that too. I'm like in that Asian tip. Maybe it's
Yeah.
because we saw White Lotus.
But that's in Thailand.
Well,
Are you turning into
I'm trying to be the mom, you know, like what is it?
Piper? You
Hey,
can't live in
Piper,
Taiwan.
you can't live in Taiwan. No, Philippines. Yes, it's just that Asian culture has been calling me for a while. I do want to do Japan. I do want to do the Philippines, Thailand. I want to do that whole region because it's been calling me for a while. And I love Europe. Europe always has a special place in my heart. But I want a little bit of that Asian injection in my life.
I hear you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you ready to go?
To the Philippines, I am.
All right. Well, cheers to that.
Cheers.
Ching. So anybody that is, again, interested in any of these countries, want to set up your travel for your solo travel, please reach out to us. Email us, contact us, DM us, comment, and we'll be more than happy to help you set up your travels. So don't forget Dorian Destinations when you want to go see the world because we're here for you. So this is it. This is our episode 4 in the books. You like it?
Love it.
You love it?
I love it.
I love it.
I love
it. So guys, if you love it, please like, comment, subscribe, love us, send us love, but follow us because we have so much more content coming, so much more information. And please remember, this is not just a podcast. We just don't want to be, entertainment. We really want to be part of your adventure and your next adventure, and we really want to set that up for you. So reach out to us. We love you.
That was cute.
It was. I'm trying.
Very heartful.
I'm very heartfelt all the time.
Cheers.
Peace out. Ciao, bacalao.